Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And for the Mavericks, inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
No fault with the defense there. Sometimes Irving is just too much and too good, even from in close.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
And the Mavericks with possession. On the wing, Hardaway. Dishes it to Powell. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from Allen. Powell against Irving. Out to KD. Nice D from Doncic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Doncic against Allen. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Irving passes to Allen. The kick out to Irving. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. To the paint. Here's Powell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Basket counts. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Seth Curry comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Big boy muscle that time by DeAndre Jordan was not going to be stopped. Got the hoop, +1.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for the Nets. Now, here's Kleber. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets leading by 5. Passes it to Jordan. Unloads. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from 3-point range. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And stolen by Prince. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Here's Harris. Plays it up and banks it in.
You know, most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate. But Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
Now here's Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. They lead by 4. Harris, no good.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And Wright kicks to Brunson. High post, Cauley Stein. Right side Curry for the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Prince in the corner. Inside with 4 seconds on the clock. Jordan's shot is off. And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Luwawu in at the 2.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Prince. Jordan with the bucket.
Well, the paint is Jordan's home turf now. He moves and shoots with real confidence inside.
Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
For 3, Harris. Kleba with the rebound.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Curry way outside. Another miss by Curry.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And here's Harris from the arc. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Pass to Brunson. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. And the layup is good. Cauley Stein's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher. And a 6'5" combo guard who uses his size well. Wright is pretty consistent across all areas.
And, you know, Greg, I watched him in college, and what I liked about him most, and I think other people kind of sleep on this guy is really excellent in terms of his feel for the game. I mean, he's got a control and poise about him that's contagious. Good instincts. I like his decision-making in transition. I just think he's an effective, efficient player.
Pass to Kleba. Back to Wright. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Curry with the 3. They get it again. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Irving against Wright. Takes the 13-footer, and the Nets miss again.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here's Wright after Taurean Prince's bucket. Here's Cauley Stein, and stolen by Harris. An even 3-on-3 break. A shot's good from Irving. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Curry with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Curry's got 6.
At the arc, Curry's so consistent. I mean, he'll knock it down every chance he gets from there.
Jordan the pass to Harris. Back to Jordan. Over Cauley Stein. Harris kicks to Irving. It's Prince on the wing. From the high post. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Dallas shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Curry from deep three-point land. No good. That would have tied it. Nets leading by 3. Harris finds Jordan. And a wide open look for Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 11 points in the game.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And the basket by Curry. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Luwawu, the pass to Harris. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as it used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Curry. And Luka Doncic subbed in for DeLon Wright. The Nets also changing it up. Allen's checked in for Prince. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Luwawu.
Boy, you look at Porzingis, this guy is very skilled, and you give him those kind of looks, he'll cash in all day long.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Durant down low.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Doncic feeling it out. Powell kicks to Porzingis. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Porzingis. From outside the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest advantage of the period. And that'll about...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
One of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
Irving's checked in for Jordan. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that.
Oh, man. Luka flying to the rim and putting it on top of the defender's head.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Irving. Porzingis with the block. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. The shot's good from Irving. Here's Doncic. And oh, he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow!
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Porzingis. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's on Jared Allen.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Mavericks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Doncic against Irving.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Back to Irving. The dish now to KD. There's Allen. That's good on the assist from KD. Allen's got his first bucket in this one.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Count that one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Irving for 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Durant with the steal. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And to the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Dallas making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. Curry from deep three-point land. Dallas again missing. Nets leading by 3. Harris passes to Durant. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Porzingis. Curry with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Lobbed up there for KD. Hardaway with the steal. Harris against Powell. 1:03 left in the third. Now the pass to Porzingis. It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Kept alive. LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. Outside Durant. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Hardaway. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Then for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Allen. And it's Taurean Prince in for Dinwiddie.
Boy, you look at the shots like that LeVert makes, and you have to be happy for the progress he's made because he's worked at it.
Here's Curry with the 3. Dallas, no good that time either. KD against Kleber. Nails the baby hook. Durant's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He ends up dropping. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Nets leading by 7. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Harris is out there with LeVert, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Fires the 3. Curry can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
LeVert finds KD. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And the Nets lead by 9.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Prince, the pass to Durant.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Kicks it out to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Mavericks trailed by 11. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
Porzingis against Irving. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To the middle. Doncic against Irving. Doncic passes the foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Tell you what, I don't think there's been a single shot that Irving has wanted and didn't get so far.
Right wing. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Durant down low. He's against Porzingis.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
Here's Doncic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
.132 left to play in the final quarter. Right side, Irving. Back to KD. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Doncic. In the dunk by Doncic.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. Durant, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Boy, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's KD with the rebound. Down low.
Get there.
Dinwiddie finds Irving. Here's Allen. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
And that one falls for Allen.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's Doncic. Here's Powell. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by KD. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. Durant with the steal. They're running. LeVert from outside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Now, here is Irving. Count the basket.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Anthony dishes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Gives a team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
McCollum with the ball, defended by Dinwiddie. Got that one up quick.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's Durant on the wing. Down low, deflects the pass. The kick out to Irving. KD's shot is off. For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Got that bucket in no time at all. McCollum's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Nurkic against Irving. Allen, and staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. And he comes up with the deuce.
Phenomenal basketball instincts by Durant. Picks that one clean and then sends it the other way.
And it's McCollum in the corner. And another turnover here by Portland. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for LeVert. To the left side wing. Stolen by McCollum. 3-on-3. Here's Ariza. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
A rangy 6'8". Ariza finishing with force.
And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Pass to Whiteside. Anthony against Prince. Anthony, the pass to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Well, whenever Whiteside has a chance to dunk, man gon' dunk.
Back to Irving. And it's good for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's McCollum.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. Luwawu is checked in for Dinwiddie. Portland also making some changes. Collins checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney Hood subbed in for McCollum. Here's Jordan. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Collins finds Whiteside. Looking for Hood. He gets it there. Got a piece of it. Pass to Trent. Whiteside, high post. Hood deciding where to go with it. 4 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Hood. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, Hood hustling and running the floor so well in transition.
Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 6.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Hood. Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the point. Here's Little. He goes up again. And it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, even with the contest, Whiteside's going right through you. That's how strong he is.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings to the table.
That one good for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jordan. Out to Harris. Passes it to Luwawu. Second shot opportunity. Irving misses. Trailblazers leading by 7. Little passes to Hood. "13 feet away. And the pass to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whiteside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Getting physical with Whiteside doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to slow him down.
Harris passes to Prince. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here's Whiteside. 10 points for him. Here's Trent, and it's in there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. Collins with some nice D.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Hood kicks to Little. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
The kick out to Irving over Trent. Let's keep it alive. Tries again, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. In the corner, Collins with it. It's Whiteside, top of the key. Just 5 to shoot, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Here's Luwawu, covered by Hood. Prince dishes to Harris. Back to Prince. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Whiteside sends it back.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league.
It's Prince on the wing. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Harris. Now here's Prince. In the corner, Irving with it. He dishes it to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Misses the three. He got it up. Doesn't go that time. That'll do it for the first. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a tremendous game we're seeing from Hassan Whiteside. He had 12 points, 8. And
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. And here is Anthony after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Again, the Trailblazers score.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's Lillard. After the basket by Brooklyn. And then Lillard slams it in.
Big time drive from Lillard, and the contact. He has the mindset just to slough it off.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Out to Harris. Feeds it to Jordan. Unloads from 13. Misses off the right iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark. Portland leading by 20. Over in the corner, Lillard. Back to McCollum. There's the triple. The rebound by Prince.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Luwawu. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Taurean Prince not going to give up anything really easy when he's on the floor, especially on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Dinwiddie. Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. And he lobs it up.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. McCollum right side. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Nets trail by 16. Taken away by Anthony. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
I feel like that was instinctual for Melo, like he's seen it before, able to swipe that ball away.
Dinwiddie finds Harris. Lets it go from deep with the tip, and Dinwiddie stays with it. Dinwiddie's got his second basket.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Pass to Ariza. Back to Lillard. Rob. Dinwiddie with it. Now defended by McCollum. And Harris wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
On the wing, Harris. Ariza covering. Harris passes to Luwawu. Over McCollum. Luwawu's shot is off. Portland leading by 19 points. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Passes it to Luwawu. Back to Harris. The three. That shot off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead by 19. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So he saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Whiteside is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Trent in at the two.
Well, that could have easily been an and one. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
Here's Ariza. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Anthony, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Irving finds LeVert. Nets passing it around, and Whiteside sends it back. They get it back. Just 3 to shoot. That one drops for him.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Now here's McCollum. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Back to McCollum. And it's Anthony at the elbow. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Now here's Durant from deep three-point range. Allen. And staying with the play, Allen.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Irving against McCollum. Over Irving, and the basket by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 16. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 18. The pass to Durant. Lets it go from 14. And Irving with the basket on the assist by KD. KD's got 3 assists tonight. Lillard the pass to Trent. Lillard scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Ariza. Yep, that one goes.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Now here is Irving. To the middle. Here's Allen. Pass to LeVert. Just 5 on the clock. Allen dishes to Irving. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Pass to Anthony. And here's Nurkic. .103 left in the fourth. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Portland.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
30 seconds left in the game. 8 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. And Portland with the ball. It's an 18-point lead. Three-pointer, Lillard. Dinwiddie with the steal. Lobbed up there for Allen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier. And let's go straight.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Now here's Porzingis. Clock at 6. And finished off by Doncic.
Luka flying to the rim and putting it on top of the defender's head.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Oh, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Lillard against Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 5.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Here's Powell. That shot no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
From the corner. Kicks it out to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Drills the 3-pointer. 9 points in the game so far. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Curry deciding where to go with it. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Ariza. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And, you know, the energy Ariza possesses, impressive, fabulous at converting despite getting bodied up.
Curry fires from way outside. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney Hood subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. DeLon Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He doesn't get the second one. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Curry with the 3. Curry with another miss. Trailblazers have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Hood gets the bucket.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Curry can't get it to go.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
Hood can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes in.
Boy, Curry knows that kind of physical finish can give his team a spark.
Out to the wing. Collins passes to Whiteside. Put on the wing. Back to Whiteside. And a wide open look for Hood. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Portland out in front. They're up by 8. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Lillard against Doncic. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Lillard against Doncic. And it's Dallas with another.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Lillard from outside. Collins kicks to Lillard. Shoots the 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Doncic outside. And the shot goes in. And now it's just a 4-point Portland lead.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Lillard. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
A different look now for Portland. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Collins. Ariza comes in for Little, and McCollum subbed in for Hood. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Wright. Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. 2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Here's Doncic. Missed inside.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And there's the pass to Curry. Porzingis trying to get free. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Trent, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Whiteside, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Curry finds Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Doncic. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 7 rebounds in the game. Trent gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside, Porzingis. Doncic outside. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the Portland did not hesitate to set the pace. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some... And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Yep, it counts. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Sinks the 3-pointer. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Zach Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Little, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Hood subbed in for Lillard. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Wright, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Wright, the pass to Kleber. Nurkic with the block. And he recovers it. Here's Finney-Smith. Collins with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's McCollum for 3. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his first basket.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Here's Hood. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Wright. Cauley-Stein at the elbow. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Little dishes to Collins. And it's Hood in the corner. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Jackson comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for DeLon Wright. Jackson finds Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ariza's checked in.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
McCollum outside. Here's Nurkic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Nurkic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D. fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Trevor Ariza. Damian Lillard out there with Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard against Doncic. 20 feet out. They get it back.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. Here's Doncic. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Here's Ariza. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Porzingis.
And, you know, Trevor Ariza continues to have an impact on both ends, guys. An amazing defender and an excellent shooter, too.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And he banks in the layup. Ariza's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Lillard scanning the floor. And another shot. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Over Doncic. Here's Trent. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. And at last, they get one to fall. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. And it's Doncic missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. It's a 13-point game. Anthony with the defensive effort. And here are the Blazers. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Lillard misses. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Hey, he's so good at running to the right spot at the right time in transition. Seth Curry, somebody you've got to have an eye on in the open court.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his third foul so far. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Dallas also making a switch. Porzingis is checked in. And the basket by Lillard.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas again missing.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tries again. Misses at the rim.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Damian Lillard.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Hardaway. To the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Lillard. Ariza passes to Lillard. From deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team. Let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Now here's Doncic. And it's sent back by Allen.
Oh, Jared Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Doncic kicks to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Durant in the corner. Count it. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Doncic, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And the dunk by Doncic.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
LeVert with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Allen.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
It's LeVert on the wing. Irving passes to Allen. Nets passing it around. Durant against Powell. Comes up empty down low. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the inside. Out to Doncic. Lays it up off the glass.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And Curry subbed in for Doncic. Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Irving against Curry. From deep three-point range, DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here. It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to KD. And good that time.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Caris LeVert is hitting wide open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Now here's Curry. And here is Kleber out to the right wing. Finney Smith passes to Kleber. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here's KD for 3. He can't hit that time. And it's Dallas the other way. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Curry against Jordan. Offensive rebound. Porzingis laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Irving passes to Jordan. Wing shot on the way. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Now Kleba. Porzingis finds Kleba. And here is Hardaway. And Curry has it in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I love the aggressiveness of Seth Curry right there. Despite that frame, guys, he is not afraid of getting fouled.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
For 3, Harris. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Wright is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Curry in at the 3 slot. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Out to Harris. This one for 3. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Prince.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Here's Brunson after Taurean Prince's bucket. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. He kicks to Wright. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Wright.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. The Nets working the ball around now. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Brunson the pass to Curry. Off target with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Curry with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Off target from outside.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
To the right side. To the paint. A shot by Jordan, no good. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Here's Cauley-Stein. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Cauley-Stein's got his first basket of the night. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's Curry outside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And Jordan gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Wright. Down low. It's right on the wing. Outside Curry. Looking to get it going. Here's Cauley Stein, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And Cauley Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. Karis LeVert's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Dallas also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Seth Curry. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Wright. Doncic right side. Jackson. And the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Tie game in Brooklyn. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. KD looking around. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Shoots from the high post. The putback. Here's Allen. Got a piece of it. Powell with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Kicks it to Doncic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Nets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent. From the moment this guy stepped into the league, Luka Doncic has been aggressive and assertive. He just attacks defenders. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Kyrie Irving. LeVert with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Doncic with the steal. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. LeVert finds Durant over Porzingis. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Doncic outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. For the lead, Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. LeVert the pass to KD. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. The pass to Powell. He kicks it to Hardaway. Feeds to Powell. Passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Irving dishes to KD. Allen inside. He's against Porzingis. In the corner, Irving with it. Hits the jumper in space. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
The drive by Doncic. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Allen. And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Doncic with the steal. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. And the layup's good off the glass. Porzingis has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's the 3. The pass to LeVert. Back to Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Dinwiddie against Doncic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. And then for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Seth Curry in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Over Curry. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Now, here's Doncic. Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's been all about Luka Doncic. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Curry. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Now, here's Doncic. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Prince. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Irving from long range. Here's Prince, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Irving can't hit.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Irving from long range. Nailed from three-point land.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Outside Curry. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Curry. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Doncic, here we go. The layup missed.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. Now here is Irving. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Curry looking it over. Outside, Porzingis. Curry against Prince. Looking to get back on track here. And it's Curry laying it in.
Don't let that slight frame fool you. Seth Curry on the interior. He will finish shots.
It's Prince on the wing. Inside. Here's Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And guys, I think the future is so bright for Jared Allen. We're talking about an athletic, mobile big man who has already proven to be an accomplished two-way player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Taurean Prince. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Powell. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. Irving kicks to Allen. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Karis LeVert's checked in for the Nets. Dallas leading by 5. To the paint. Curry passes to Powell. Out to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Here's Irving. The baseline jumper goes down.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here's Porzingis. Here's Curry. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
I love it whenever Seth Curry decides to go inside. This guy has the potential to be a dangerous scorer from that area.
Durant for 3. Offensive rebound, Allen. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, just it's easy to say this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Out left to the wing. Outside Curry. From deep. The rebound by the Nets. Allen's got 8 rebounds in this game. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Right side, Kevin Durant. Back to Irving. Shoots over Doncic. Irving can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Porzingis passes to Powell. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Powell dishes to Hardaway. And now here's Durant. The fast break opportunity. Takes a 3. And the Nets miss again.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Outside Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And the Nets with possession. It's a 5-point game. Irving passes to KD. Shoots over Doncic. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Over to the left wing. Here's Doncic. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. The lights of downtown reflect. Now it's ended up.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Now here's Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. 4 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. McCollum, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Dinwiddie. Allen finds Durant. Nets passing it around. Up again. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ariza dishes to Lillard. There's the 3. Trains the 3-pointer. Lillard's got the game going here with the first basket for Portland.
Amazing how much Lillard has some spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
Durant for 3. Again, Durant missing.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Irving with the steal. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. He feeds it to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. It's McCollum on the wing. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Durant in the corner. And there's the feed to Allen. Outside for Durant. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Lillard against Irving. Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for LeVert. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. Puts up a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. McCollum outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
And stolen by Whiteside. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's the floater. And it's finished off inside by McCollum. He's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Irving dishes to Prince. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor and the physical nature of his play. You got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
Rodney Hood's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Right side Hood. Little with the ball. Harris is there.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Hood comes in with the double team. Out to Harris. To the inside. To the left side wing. Here's Luwawu. Doesn't go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Hood. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Prince, the pass to Jordan. Over Whiteside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And there's the pass to Trent. Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from, and Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
And so it's Portland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Well, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Little out there with Collins. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the one spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. In the corner, it's Little. Back to Hood. Pass to Little. Here is Whiteside, guarded by Jordan. Whiteside kicks to Little. Shot clock at 2. And Jordan sends it back.
Well, the arms of DeAndre Jordan are like a horizon line. They go on forever, which allows him to send those shots back.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's LeVert in for Dinwiddie. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Put on the wing. Feeds it to Whiteside. And Portland turns it over again. Nurkic checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Rodney Hood. The Nets also changing it up. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Irving subbed in for Luwawu. Fires from 18. The putback, but he gets it back. Allen passes to KD. Here's Irving. Goes up again. Allen kicks to KD. A three-pointer off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Trailblazers leading by 9. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. LeVert, there's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Stolen by LeVert. Harris drives in. Shooting foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Taken away by Anthony. It's tipped. It's stolen by Allen. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. He gets that one. LeVert's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Lillard attacking. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
That one falls. Irving's got 8.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Little. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. Here's Irving. Some solid defense from Lillard. And that one is off. And so it's Damian Lillard. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 19 points. Well, he's been an elite. Thanks for joining.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Portland shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. McCollum, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, McCollum is pretty deft at changing speeds, and that time he did it driving to the rim.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Nets trail by 14. And on the way from Irving for three. They get it again. A nice shot by Jordan.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jordan against Anthony. He can't get that one. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Lillard finds McCollum. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Collins, good.
Even with the defense all over him, Collins sticking with it.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing. And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor. No matter what's going on around, he's still going to be a gamer.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Hassan Whiteside comes in for McCollum. Rodney Hood subbed in for Damian Lillard. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Irving. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Trent. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 to shoot. Whiteside, the pass to Hood. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Nets trail by 14. Here's Dinwiddie. Count it. Dinwiddie's got his first points in this one.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
Dinwiddie finds Jordan. Here's Allen, poked away. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Lets it fly. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's hauled in by Trent. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Allen. And the basket is good.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
It's McCollum on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
He's just a hard guy not to foul. C.J. McCollum is so versatile as a scorer, you never know which move he's going to go to.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Rodney Hood. And a change for the Nets. Durant's checked in. And the shot is good.
Is KD stronger than we think? Yeah, probably. Muscling in there.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. McCollum against Dinwiddie. Ariza, right side. And Jordan sends it back. And they'll keep possession. 5 on the clock. Trent passes to Nurkic, who's back up, and he makes that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
Here's KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 12 points for Kevin Durant.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
Clearly a foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. So for the Nets, LeVert's checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 26 points.
And we could be having one of those nights where he becomes the one-man show for his ball club. You just don't need to tell him to keep scoring. He'll do it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Anthony in the corner. Passes it to Nurkic. Banked in off the glass. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Lillard, count that bucket. And he has 28 points for the game.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in its center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Nobody near Lillard. Jordan with the rebound.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Trailblazers leading by 15. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard against Irving. And then Lillard slams it in.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
Irving attacking. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Irving. And that one, good. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Irving against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. A 3 from McCollum. Lillard from outside. That one, no good. Good D by Irving.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And it's Ariza with the ball for the Trailblazers. No one covering. Lillard's got 14 points here in the second half.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And then for Brooklyn, Jared Allen comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Taurean Prince. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And a wide open look for Irving. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Nurkic against Allen. Brooklyn with the rebound. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Hood against Crawford. Here's Temple. And the three off target. Hood against Crawford. And the pass to Swanigan. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players final.
Hey, Kevin, the map?
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Porzingis. Down low, Nurkic with the steal. Here's the break. Anthony with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Anthony. Kicks it to McCollum. Clock at 6. Ariza outside. Lillard against Doncic. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Ariza.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer. Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Doncic against Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now, here's Doncic. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the basket is good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lillard from outside. That one misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Out to the right wing. Here's Porzingis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Mavericks making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Lillard outside. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now here's Little. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Here is Whiteside. 1:46 left here in the first quarter. Little passes to Nurkic. Here's Curry. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Portland leading by 5. Here's Little. Passes to Whiteside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Another miss by Curry.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 7 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Kleba finds CLA Stein. Here's Curry. Dallas, no good that time either.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Here's Nurkic. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kleba, the pass to CLA Stein. Looking to end the run. Off target at the rim. Portland leading by 11. Now Little. Back to Nurkic. Knocks it loose. Little kicks to McCollum. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Yusuf Nurkic has been on display for the Portland Trail Blazers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Dope.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And, guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard. Took him no time at all on that one. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Lillard dishes to Collins. From the arc. And it's Lillard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The kick out to Wright. Back to Doncic. The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And we've talked about the skill. Doncic has polished his game at a very young age, and that pump fake was a seasoned veteran's move.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Here's Porzingis. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Here's Powell. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard, and he gets the bucket.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Ariza against Wright. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
It's stolen by Ariza. And now Portland on the break. And here they go. Porzingis with the block. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Hardaway. Good D by Ariza.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle. The story of their game right here, one sloppy play after another.
Trailblazers leading by 14. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. .125 left in the first half. Here's Whiteside, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Knocked away and stolen by Whiteside. For the finish on the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, and I love when Whiteside hustles in the open floor. I mean, making himself a big target in transition.
Here's Brunson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nobody near Lillard. They get it back, and Whiteside stays right with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
44 seconds left to play in the first half. Poked loose and stolen by Whiteside. Ariza kicks to Hood. Over in the corner, Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Hardaway finds Wright, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Wright nails both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Nurkic up top. And finished off by Nurkic.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Here's Cauley Stein. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's Portland holding a big 18-point lead to close. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1. And that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Hey, come to me.
Outside Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Keeps it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the first basket of the second half. That one for Portland. Mavericks trail by 20. Back to Doncic. And he gets it to go.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range. And Jusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
McCollum outside. Back to Ariza. He kicks to Lillard. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 19-point game. Fast break. Here they come. Lillard from outside. The offensive rebound.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And there it is for him. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Lillard again missing.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Porzingis finds Powell. Good on the bucket. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Oh,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half, 3rd overall.
Porzingis with the steal. The shot will not fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Nurkic. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Doncic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
It's Ariza on the wing. To the paint, here's Nurkic, and he lays it straight in. 17 points for Nurkic.
Oh, man, with energy and effort, Nurkic just wears defenders down over the course of a game.
Doncic looking it over. And the dunk by Doncic.
He's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
The Mavericks shoot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Collins, also Whiteside out there. Nurkic is out there with Little, and it's Trent in at the two-guard spot. Nobody near Nurkic, and that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Nurkic. Shoots from the elbow. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hood's checked in. Doncic kicks to Curry. From deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Little. Guarded by Doncic and finished off by Nurkic.
Skilled at utilizing the pick and roll to his advantage. Nurkic moves very well in these sets.
The drive by Doncic.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Nurkic, and Lillard subbed in for Rodney Hood. That one's not going to go. Mavericks trail by 17. Kleba with it. He's picked up by Little, taken away by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. It's tipped. It's deflected. Here's Curry. No good. Nice D from Lillard. Portland leading by 17. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Lillard surveying the D. And Lillard gets double-teamed. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Curry's got the ball over Trent. And misses it off the right side of the rim. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Lillard. Whiteside. And Whiteside stays right with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Kleba kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Curry with the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Lillard from outside knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jusuf Nurkic.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Hardaway is subbed in for Seth Curry. 6 on the shot clock from about 19 feet. Lillard misses.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Finney-Smith kicks to Hardaway. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard from outside. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 18. Tips it. Ariza with the rebound. Nurkic up top. Lillard from outside. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd would